going on? My friend Matthew Jeng here, coming to you from our pad out here in Vegas, and just wanted to shoot a little quick video. I just want to welcome you to my blog, and why don't I'll give you a little sneak peek of our crib on the inside here, and tell you a little bit about myself here. We'll just go on the inside. Tani over there working, the man, the myth, the legend. We won't name him over there. Anyways, we're out here over in Vegas, and yeah. So I just wanted to kind of shoot a little quick video, let you know a little bit about myself. Again, thanks for coming by and checking out our blog. Just a little bit about myself. I mean, a little brief story. I grew up in Vancouver in Canada, and you know, I barely graduated high school, dropped out of college first year. Didn't really have any special education that was going to get me any good job or anything like that. Didn't really know what I was going to do with my life at all. And I had really become fed up with the way that my life was going, and I really had no direction. Didn't really know what I was going to be doing. So I ended up searching for ways. I always knew that I wanted to create some type of business. But I had no idea like what I was going to do or how I was going to do it. I ended up actually stumbling across one day and going on Google and searching how to make money online. Right? And as you can probably imagine, if you've ever done that before, there's scams all over the place. I got scammed. I lost money in numerous different things. I tried everything you can think of: paid surveys, data entry stuff, affiliate marketing. I tried everything, and I failed over and over and over again. I got to the point where I was like, you know what? Like maybe there is no legitimate way to earn an income online. Maybe I gotta just suffer and work and make $10 an hour at the butcher shop. Maybe that's all there is, right? And yeah, I ended up going back to my job, and it sucked. I would make kebabs. I was working at a butcher shop in North Vancouver. So for those of you guys that are in Canada, at the Lonsdale Quay there, it's a little market. I was in a butcher shop over there, and I would make kebabs. I would get this big box of steaks, and I would have to cut them up into cubes and put them in kebabs, and I would always get like 100 splinters by the time I go home, and I hated it. The job sucks, the pay sucks. I'm going to overdraft every single week just to pay my rent. I'm eating ramen noodles, and hopefully sometimes I take home steak from the butcher shop, but other than that, I'm eating ramen noodles every day. My life sucked, right? And I ended up going home one day, and I was fed up. I was pissed. I was like, you know what? There's got to be more. There has to be more to life than this. Like there can't be like just me working 40 hours, 50 hours a week and still being broke, working my ass off, right? And so I ended up going home one day pissed off with splinters in my finger, and I ended up just being like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to bed. Screw it. I'm gonna go to bed, and I always stumble through my phone on Facebook there for a little while. And I was like, I'll check it for 15 minutes, and then I'll go to sleep. Well, that 15 minutes quickly turned into 4 hours, and I'm so grateful that it did, though, because it allowed me to stumble across a video of my current mentor who came on. I saw him on video in my Facebook newsfeed, and he was telling me how and showing me his story of his life, of where he was in the exact same situation that I was in. He was at a job that he didn't like, making crap money, and not doing the things that he loved, not being able to travel, and I could relate to that completely. I'm like, dude, I'm in the same spot, man. Like that's my life right now. But then not only did he show me that, he showed me how he completely flipped that situation around and got it to the point of earning a full-time income online, making his first 7 figures at the age of 24, traveling to places like Thailand and Costa Rica and Hawaii, having his own reality TV show, all this stuff. And I was like, that is what I want to do. I could never afford to travel. I could never afford to do anything like that. I could barely afford rent. Never mind a plane ticket and going to Thailand and all that. I was like, I would love, like that's what I've loved to do. I've always loved to do that. I've never been able to go and travel and do anything like that. So I see that, and I'm like, he clearly has the results that I want to achieve. And as I started paying very close attention and listening to everything that he said, I could really tell that he was someone that was honest, that was trustworthy. And if I wanted to get those exact same results for myself, that was the person that I wanted to model in order to go through and get those types of results. And so I ended up plugging in with him and getting into the internet marketing space, and for the first time I was finally a part of a community that was all working together, that was all positive, uplifting. Me at the time, I was pretty negative. And I surrounded myself with people that complained a lot. And so for the first time, I was surrounded by people that were pushing me, that were like motivating me, that believed in me before I even believed in myself, right? And it allowed me to get to the point where, fast forward 2 years, and I've been able to travel to Thailand for 2 months now with my good buddy and business partner now, Julian Sherman. We're able to be in Hawaii for 3 months. We're at a ski resort for 2 months a year, going snowboarding and stuff like that, and living a life that I honestly, up until this point, before that, it was a dream. It was a fantasy to me. I never even thought that was real, right? And what was crazy about that is, we just got back from Thailand. While I was out there, I had over $131,000 a month. That to me, I remember when I first got into the space and I just wanted to make 10 grand a month. That was my first, if I could do that, that was 10 times my income. I was like, that was unreal. You know what I mean? Almost 10 times. I made $1,600 a month at the butcher shop. And I was like, if I could do that, that would be unreal. Now to the point where I'm doing that yearly, that yearly income of 10 grand a month in 1 month, right? And it completely blows me away because I'm not special. I'm not special at all. All I did was find a mentor that had the results that I wanted to achieve and followed what he laid out for me, right? And so what was really cool is that how we actually got to this point of having this earning multiple 6 figures a month. When we first got into the space, we found some holes. Right, we found some holes in the industry where, when we first started getting it to that point of $10,000 a month, we got to the point where myself, Julian, Carlson, some of the other leaders could do it, but not everyone was able to duplicate the same results, right? Not everyone was able to, it took me a good year and a half to get to the point of my first $10,000 a month. And not everyone was willing to go through all of that. There's so many pieces to the puzzle. You had to build your own sales funnel with your capture pages and split test those with different copy. You had to capture your leads and mail your leads and write subject lines that made people open your emails and copy that made people click the emails. Do your own sales videos, do your own webinars, do your own coaching. There's so many pieces. So for the newest person, they were very overwhelmed, and not everyone was willing to go through that year and a half that myself, Julian, and some of the other people were willing to do to get those types of results. And so when we looked at that, we were like, how can we create something that allows the newest person to get into profit and really get to the point of seeing that it's real? Once you make even just a little bit of money and you see it's real, then that you get really, it's like, finally I have something that I can actually do. And we ended up creating a system that automates 90% of the sales process, right? Which is, it automates 90% of the hard work that took me so long to learn, and now you're having that done by us, having it done with campaigns that we already know that run, the stuff that I'm running right now that works, and you're able to just plug in and use that and just do 10% of the work. And this is what's allowed all these brand new people. Now we have people like Dalton Stewart, who was in the military, who came in and just in 6 months had his first $45,000 a month. People like Steve King, who was a blue collar worker, and an older guy, didn't even have a computer, right? He had to go to his wife. A part of her was skeptical and didn't really like that, understand what he was doing. So he would have to go to his in-laws' house to use their computer to do the work that we lay out for them. And he had $7,000 in his first month. Now his wife's racing him to the mailbox to get there before he does, right? And we have people like Dan Prince, who's a doctor. He spent $250,000 on his education, and now he, with us, makes more than he makes at the doctor's office, more than he makes at the hospital, working with us, right? Now more than doubled his income, right? And this is insane. People that are brand new, these people have never been on the internet before. They've never been in the online space, never known how to do anything, but since we've automated so much of the process, it allows the newest person to be able to go out and do that. And that's the part that makes me so excited. Me doing, once you have your first, $10,000 a month, the money doesn't do anything, right? It's when you do that, and the first people that are that really get results, and they reach out and they're like, dude, I'm so grateful. I never have to worry about money. I can travel when I want to. I can do all these things. Thank you so much. My life would never be the same without you. That feeling that you get knowing that you have the ability to help people, that's why we created this system. I could go right now with Julian and Carlson and run traffic and make plus a month and not tell anyone about it. But the money isn't what drives you, right? When you can help people that never even believed in themselves to know that they could do something like this, and they go out and they quit their job, or they make $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a month, they come to you so grateful that you literally just transformed their entire life. That's what I love. That's why we created this system. That's why if you see, there's probably a tab on my blog here about Global Affiliate Zone if you're wanting to check that out. We do live webinars where we break down and show everyone exactly how we can do this, because we've leveled the complete playing field so that it doesn't matter if you've never been in this space before, you've never done online marketing, don't even know how to use a computer. That's why we created this. It's literally 90% automated for you with campaigns that are working for us, and the rest that you do have to do, it's click by click training. Click this, do this, and that's one thing that I want to be able to help the most amount of people that we possibly can here, because that feeling that you get when you can help a brand new person come in and transform their life. We had just had Jeff Rayburn, who's done multiple $20,000, $30,000 months. He just quit his job, and he's so excited now. He gets to do the things that he loves. He's done work by the time his wife gets home, so that they can actually spend time together. And that's what life's about, being able to not only create financial freedom, but to be able to create time freedom as well, right? To be able to go out and do those things that you love, right? I didn't even know that was possible, and so now that I've realized this, now that I've been able to create a life like that, it's my job to help as many people as possible be able to live like that. Most people, we've been conditioned to believe this broken system that you go to school, get a good job so that you can hopefully retire by the time you're 65 and live off a percentage of the money that you were struggling to live 40 years of your life paycheck to paycheck on. That's a broken model. For our grandparents, sure, that probably worked, and you went to school and you actually got the damn job when you got out. But look what happens now. The cost of school is going up and up, and the jobs are going down and down, and people are going and spending $20, $40, $60, $80, $100,000 and getting out, not having the job they wanted to get, so they get the same damn job they would have got if they didn't go to school, except now they have a student loan and crazy interest that they're going to pay off for the rest of their life. That's not what life is meant to be like. Life is meant to be abundant. Life is meant for you to go and do the things that you love. And that's exactly what I want to it doesn't matter if you work with me or if you do anything. I don't care if you want to be a personal trainer or a yoga instructor or anything. I want to inspire people to step into their power and become the best version of themselves, right? One of the main things that we focus on inside of our community is really the personal development and developing that belief and confidence in yourself, knowing that when you set your mind to something that you can actually go out and accomplish it, and that everyone has the exact same potential. I'm not special. I graduated high school. I remember my 8th grade teacher telling me I was going to be a failure and never amount to anything, right? And I believed that forever, right? And it wasn't until I had a community of people that actually cared about me, that were willing to work with me and show me what I needed to do to develop myself into the person that I wanted to become, that I actually started getting results. And that's exactly what I want to be able to give to every single one of you. So thank you for coming by, checking out my blog. If you want to see more about that, there should be a Global Affiliate Zone tab or a GAZ tab where you can check out our live webinars. But even if you're not into that, one of the big things that I love to do is really help people with the personal development stuff. That was one thing that I struggled with the most, and was really understanding the power of my mindset and what I can actually create. And so I see so many people that they want to be a personal trainer, they want to be a music artist, they want to be anything. I don't know what you want to do, and they have a passion that they love to do, and they just have no way to monetize it, and they end up putting that passion to the side to work at a job, and then by the time they get home, they're too tired to work on that passion, and nothing ever comes of it, and those dreams die. And it's so sad to see. I want to be able to help every single person, no matter what, if they're willing to put in the effort and they're willing to do what it takes to create their dream lifestyle. I want to be able to help them. I'll be putting up training on a weekly basis. I'll be putting up training on the blog here. You'll be able to get free access to some stuff like that. I'll probably end up creating a couple courses on personal development. I'll give some book recommendations of some books that I've read that have helped me get to where I am. One of the biggest ones, if you're reading this right now, grab the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Just a little brief thing. He goes over 500 of the wealthiest people in the world that are all in different industries, and to find out what were the similarities. And a lot of it came down to was that every single one of them, even though they were all in different parts of the marketplace, they all had the exact same mindset, right? And so it really digs deep into seeing, and you start to see these patterns, and it was like all these successful people all had one thing in common, and they all thought the exact same way. And once you start to realize you literally are the deliberate creator of your own reality, that's when life gets fun. You know what I mean? So my goal here is just to provide as much value as I possibly can, whether you are in a spot where you're not in a good job and you want to be able to create more out of your life and create a full-time income and have time freedom to do things that you love. I can teach you how to do that. If you're doing something already, maybe you're in a business already and you want to learn how to market and get more exposure for that, awesome. I can help you. I can help you set up some marketing campaigns. We can set up some social media advertising, get some funnels set up for you, do stuff like that. Maybe you're just looking for some one-on-one coaching. I do actually a lot of one-on-one coaching with some higher-end clients that are just looking to step their game up and get to that next level. Whether you're making $10,000 a month and you want to get to 50, whether you're making 50, you want to get to 100, whatever you're looking to be able to do, I'm more than happy, and I'll be putting out a lot of content moving forward in different areas, whether it's one-on-one coaching. Spots are very, very limited on that. I don't take very many coaching clients on. But I will be having some of those available. We'll be having training on personal development, training on internet marketing, a lot of tips and trips moving forward like that. And any way I can possibly add some value and help you out, be sure to let me know. Let me know on my fan page. I'll post the link to my fan page below here. All my social media contacts will be there as well, so you'll be able to get in touch with me. Follow me on Snapchat, Matthew Jang. So I will be able to go out and really just help you become the best version of yourself. Anything I can possibly do to be able to help as many people as I can. That's what I'm passionate about. That's what I really love to do. So I don't want to take up too much more time. I just want to say thank you again for coming and checking out my blog. I'm really looking forward to be able to help you no matter where you are in your life or what you're looking to accomplish. If there's anything that I can do in here, feel free to go take a look and check around. You can see some of the testimonials of some people that have been working with us and some of the results that they've been getting. Access to some live webinars. I'll have some training that'll be coming up, and you'll be able to subscribe to my newsletter as well, so you can get any upcoming blog posts that are coming up, or training, or any live workshops or anything that we do, so you can get access to all of that. And with that being said, feel free to go check around, reach out to me on any social media platforms, and I'll be looking forward to connecting with you and helping you crush your goals this year. Thanks again for checking out my blog, Matthew Jang, and we'll chat soon.